No gold is not in her. She's a diamond.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another tutorial from How To Tech Studio. And today we are going to look at how to make your PC a lot quicker and easier to manage by following a couple of simple steps and installing the program. But before you do that, please make sure you like the video and subscribe for any tips, tricks and further tutorials. Okay, so let's get started. All you need to do is go to your browser. I use Chrome, but it's up to you whichever one you wish, and then put the link from the description into your web browser and press enter. Now it will take you to this page here. It will get there very, very quickly. If you need to do any checking for a robot, just do it. It's perfectly safe, and if there's any adverts, then please just get rid of them. There's a ticker up here, I don't know if you saw, but as soon as it's finished you can click skip this ad. Now that may bring up a pop-up. If it does, don't worry, just cancel the pop-up and go back to the same page. If I click here, a pop-up's going to come up, or it may not do. Okay, so don't you worry. It will take you straight to an install here straight away for you, and it's all ready to go. So if you click on this install, the installation page, from here you need to then click yes. That means that you are allowing it to enter into your system. So click yes, and then we're going to follow the on-screen instructions. Okay, so when it comes up, you're going to then install this program. Then this programming is really, really good for cleaning up all of the system, getting rid of any unnecessary junk, because it's essentially a computer is basically a huge file system with lots and lots of different bits and bobs that it has to search through. If it's got loads and loads of unneeded stuff, then it's going to take a longer time to process any information. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to install, wait for the installation to finish, and you're going to then click accept. But we don't need to do this. This is an advert trying to get you to set them up. You can now unclick this and click accept, and we come up with our setup complete, which is wonderful. We don't need to release notes. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. And we're going to click run. Here we have now CCleaner. Okay, so you can do this if you want to. I'm going to get rid of this one for now. I don't need this as I've already installed it. On the left here are various different options that you can choose to clean out your computer, and as you can see, some of them are already preset for you. Okay, so you can, if you need to, select certain ones or deselect certain ones. So if I scroll down here, some of these ones, the advanced ones, it will give you an option whether to use these or to not. So if you want to use these, then please by all means do. However, be careful, read the information first. So if I click on one of them, I read the information here, which will then tell me exactly what it's clearing out. So sometimes you may want to, or sometimes you don't. For personally, I leave these. I don't want to mess around with anything systematically, so I'm going to leave them blank. But the rest of it, I will do just that. So all we need to do in order to get this to do, you can do analyze if you like to see just how much that you could save if you don't want to save certain things. I'm going to click straight on to run cleaner. Now what this does is it deletes files from your PC. Now it doesn't delete any files that will make your laptop crash or your computer crash, or it doesn't delete any system files either. Okay, what it does is it systematically just gets rid of lots of things, especially this one here, which is your internet cache. Now that is a storage system which actually some places use in order to make sure that you get certain advertising, or it remembers your checkout baskets and so on. Okay, so you don't actually need those, and it kind of clogs up your system and makes it a bit slower. So if I click continue here, and you get to watch it roll and do its thing. As it's doing this, you may have some pop-ups. You need to close stuff to complete the cleaning. I've got the Chrome up here we just downloaded from this site, so I'm going to then say yes, you can close this, and that's not a problem, and it will close it, and as you can see, it's been closed here. Okay, now it's complete. It doesn't take very long, 7.8 seconds, which is pretty good for a cleaning of 950 megabytes worth of junk. Okay, so that has got rid of a load of files that we do not need. That's nearly a gigabyte worth of stuff that it doesn't actually need. Okay, so that's one really good way of cleaning up, and you'll be surprised just how much stuff is in your computer that you don't need to use. The next one here, that was just in Windows, but you also have applications on here, so you can choose which things are deleted. So I've got Firefox on here for some reason. I don't actually use it, so I might get rid of everything on there. This is quite important that it's come up with an error here, saved passwords. If you're like me, I actually save quite a lot of passwords onto my machine, so I use Chrome quite a lot. So that box there, saved passwords, I wouldn't tick that because otherwise it will get rid of all of my passwords that I've saved and it will take me a long time to re-enter them in. Okay, so you can personalize each one of your applications to get rid of whatever you so wish. That's a cleaner. Next up is the registry. Now, this is a bit technical. I'm not going to go into it for too much detail, but this is what you use, the small details that each program, especially Microsoft, will use to make the system run. Okay. However, sometimes the system can update itself and leave the old files behind. Again, this will clean those out. So you need to scan for them first, and it will mainly come up with these either default icons, which they've updated an icon and they've left the picture behind, or they've got an unused file extension which you don't need to use. There's also some other things here. Issues, they're all issues apparently, and you can see there are tons and tons of issues. Lots and lots of issues here, but it will fix them all for me. If I click Fix Select Issues, do I want to back it up? If you want to back it up, you can. If you press yes, you can just save it to somewhere on your system. I'm not going to. This is a pretty trustworthy site, trustworthy app that uses this, so I'm going to click no. There's 81 issues here, and I'm going to click Fix. Oh, it's now fixed loads of different issues. It's either deleted something that doesn't need to belong there, or it's fixed something to prove it actually belongs over here, so that when the system is trying to find something, it knows exactly where to go and get it from. And that is pretty much it. You can also scan for further issues, and sometimes some issues then re-crop up, sometimes they don't, but if they do again you can go through and just fix the selected issues. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when it goes through, there won't be any other issues, and there's not, which is wonderful. Okay, so using this really helps with speeding up your computer. As you can see, there is not much on my computer, and looking down here, it has smart cleaning. It checks your system systematically as you go through, so you don't need to deal with that on a regular basis. I would still say that maybe do it maybe once a month, keeping on track of any files that you may not need, but essentially that is as far as you need to go. You'll hopefully see that your system is sped up and works better. Please leave a comment down below if you need any extra help, and please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for any further tips, tricks and tutorials you may need. See you very soon.